Welcome to PA History to Go, a series of videos presented by the Pennsylvania Historical Museum Commission with funding from the Institute of Museum and Library Services. These short videos, filmed at locations along the Pennsylvania Trails of History, serve to introduce virtual visitors to our sites as we explore the varied stories that make up Pennsylvania's rich history. Watch them all to learn about the people, places, industries, and events that make Pennsylvania so special.
When you enter the visitor center here at Conrad Weiser Homestead, you'll be greeted by one of our employees. You'll sign in, you'll turn to your left and enter our exhibit area. On your right-hand side, you will see an Indian wampum belt. Native American wampum belts were used to document their history. They had no written language. What they would do is they would create a wampum belt with the little pictures on it representing people or symbols. And then they had belt readers to read the belts, and you would memorize the story. As they wanted to tell a story, they would bring the belt out, and the belt would remind them what the story was about and how to discuss the story. You will continue on. You will see the highlight of the tour is our original deed to the property. It was issued by William Penn's sons. It is the original deed. It has a very large ribbon and seal on the bottom. The deed to the property was issued actually in 1734. Conrad Weiser came down here in 1729. The Penns did not own this land at the time. And in 1734, the Penns did buy the land from the Indians, and then they were able to issue the deed to the property. It's a very large deed. If you look at it in comparison to today's deeds, it's like about 3 feet by 4 feet. We discuss Conrad Weiser's battalion during the French and Indian War. There's a mannequin there with a reproduction Conrad Weiser's battalion uniform, and there's also a map showing all the forts that Conrad Weiser was responsible for creating and maintaining. From there, we will go into the next room, and there will be 2 mannequins dressed up as they would be in the 18th century. These mannequins are dressed as if they were in the city and not on the farm. From there, you'll walk around to the side, and you will see a mannequin representing the Ephrata Cloister, because Conrad Weiser had lived down at the Ephrata Cloister for a number of years. Another highlight of the tour is a spoon, a silver spoon. It was actually owned by Conrad Weiser. That spoon is worth £1 sterling. That was an average of 1 week's worth of wages. And the background of why the spoon was so important to us is that when he passed away, he left a will where he wanted everything distributed a certain way. Those items that he did not specifically give to people, he wanted sold, and the money then distributed. There are not a lot of items that were specifically owned by Conrad Weiser available. This spoon is one of them. We have one, there's a number of others around, I think there's 10 that are known. The spoon is engraved with their initials on it. Then after viewing the spoon, you will exit out to the side into our bookshop, where you can browse books about the 18th century and about Conrad Weiser. I've been here for 9 years. I'm starting my 10th year in the spring. I started coming here because when I retired, I wanted something to do, become a docent, and help teach the local people and teach all our visitors about Conrad Weiser's history and background. One of the most interesting things I found about Conrad Weiser was his involvement in the development of the city of Reading and the development of Berks County. He helped establish the city of Reading. He sold a lot of the lots. He actually bought a number of the lots for himself, and he built one of the first stores at what is today 5th and Penn.